What's going on, guys? This is Bruce Matson, your host of the show, Metric Scout Fantasy Football. We got bad news today. Travis Etienne's now going to be out for the year due to a Liz Frank injury, sprain on the midfoot. He's out. It's over with for the season. It's sad to see because we're expecting big things out of him. First-round pick, highly productive out of Clemson, shown a lot of good things in preseason during his collegiate career. But unfortunately, that's got to be on the back burner until 2022. Up steps James Robinson. His value is now increased in fantasy. Probably a little bit too much. Who knows? But he was very productive last year. We're just going to have to see where the chips fall in ADP. But I imagine he's going to be like a third rounder-ish. He may creep up to the second round due to what he did last year. We're just going to have to see what the consensus feels like when it comes to him. But I look for him to step up, get a large workload, and be productive. If you drafted James Robinson prior to this, technically you just got lucky with this. You got lucky that Etienne's out and carriers won't be siphoned from him, but it is what it is. Carlos Hyde is also on the roster. I don't see him as really a fantasy relevant asset. I just see him as a player that may be annoying throughout the year. If something happens to Robinson, of course, he'll see a boost in value. He'll get his touches. He may be a guy you pick up off the waiver wire on and on throughout the year, but he's somebody you probably shouldn't chase. I do want James Robinson out of that backfield, but I feel like Laviska Shenault is probably going to see an increase in touches, workload, especially the passes on the short area of the field. Those short targets are probably going to go to Laviska, as it should. He's a 230-pound wide receiver who can break tackles just like a running back. He's athletic. They want to use him more. They've talked about how they wanted to use him more. Travis Etienne kind of had that role where he can catch passes out of the backfield, and they wanted to get him out on the island and in open space to be used. Well, they're not going to have that asset, but they have that asset with Laviska Shenault, who they can use somewhat in the same scenario. So I look for Laviska Shenault to benefit from this as well. So James Robinson, Laviska Shenault are guys that are going to be on the rise. I think Shenault you can probably get at his same price point in drafts, where James Robinson, you got to tread the waters a little bit because you don't want to pay too much. James Robinson, though, is definitely the running back you want out of the Jacksonville Jaguars' backfield. And I think he can have a decent season. There's nothing saying that he can't post another 1,000-yard season, be another top 5 back in yards. He has talent. He's proved that last year, and he could be still a tremendous pickup at value. So you just have to navigate the waters of where he's going at in your draft because this news is new. I don't have ADP. Nobody has ADP because we need drafts for that to happen. But his value is on the upswing. Constant chatter on social media. Laviska Shenault's name's been kind of quiet, so I imagine he's going to stay in the same spot roughly, but I would definitely be targeting him a little bit more. James Robinson's all right to target because we know he's been productive. We saw it last year. We just want to make sure the price is right. But that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you for sticking with me, and I'll catch you next time.